Hello everyone, Linda xin chào cả nhà yêu của game. Uh, right now I'm gonna study some of the vocabs, and hopefully you guys gonna be my observer, and I will be making more attempt more seriously in studying the vocab. Without any longer, let's jump into it. I want to take it a little bit before we gonna start. So the first word would be count me in. If you're planning a road trip next weekend, count me in. I haven't traveled in months, and I could really use a break from work. The police seized thousands of counterfeit bills in a major sting operation. Producing counterfeit money is a serious crime, and anyone caught doing it could face years in prison. Counterfeit giảm mạo hàng giả loạn giả. Full of hot air là nói ba khoa học một khác lắm. That politician is full of hot air. He makes big promises but never delivers. People are tired of hearing the same empty speeches over and over. That politician is full of hot air. He makes big promises but never delivers. People are tired of hearing the same empty speeches over and over. Let something faster for years. Let something faster for years. Let something faster for years. Do you know what is that? Me either. Me neither. So that's why seek the help of ChatGPT. So the next word would be let something fester for years là để chuyện gì đó ầm ĩ hoặc là dồn nén trong nhiều năm không giải quyết. He let his resentment fester for years. Instead of talking about it, when he finally exploded, it was over something small, but the real issue had been buried for a long time. Liberty là quyền tự do, sự phóng túng. True liberty is not about being free from control, but also taking responsibility for one's action. People often misunderstand liberty, think it means doing whatever they want without consequences. Người si mê mù quáng cuộc tình thường là nam giới dành quá nhiều sự quan tâm cho ai đó nhưng không được đáp lại trái tim nhé. Jake keeps buying expensive gifts for Lisa even though she's barely acknowledged him. His friends keep telling him to stop being a simp, but he just can't help it. Charisma là sự lôi cuốn, sức hút cá nhân. The new CEO has an incredibly charisma that makes People instantly trust and follow him. His ability to inspire others is what sets him apart from other leaders. Unlike extreme extrovert or introverts, an ambivert enjoys socializing but also values a long time. They can easily adapt to different situations, making them great both teamwork and independent work. Loading. Manipulative. She has a manipulative way of making people do what she wants without them realizing it. Her charming personalities ties, so she's stubborn, subtly, subtly controls situations to her advantage. Self-centered, 个的 vindictive, vindictive 那种图像， After losing the promotion, he became extremely vindictive, trying to sabotage his colleagues' success. cái gì mà sabotage 嚟㗎 right? Show uh, unpleasant to be around. Instead of encouraging his team, he is constantly finding faults in others, making them feel demotivated. A good leader should focus on improving rather than criticism. She is so negative all the time that she's really unpleasant to be around. People try to avoid her because she always complains and spreads bad energy. And it's the test of this real life. And it's the conversation. Malicious. Malicious means cruel. She spread malicious rumor about her colleague just to ruin her reputation. It's shocking how far some people will go out of jealous. It's shocking how far some people will go out of jealous. Will go out of jealous. I miss the conversation. I'm searching for a song tonight. But I wonder where were you when I was at my home. You said to me you have to find someone. If you're planning a road trip next weekend, count me in. I haven't traveled in months, and I could really use a break from work. And I could really use a break from work. I could really use a break. Đấy, hơi cẩn cẩn. So I'm following to my that list to you. Then my that list to you. And nothing I can do. Then my that list to you. Following to you. Always there for you, oh in your darkest time. Always there for you, oh in your darkest night. Count me in. Cho tôi tham gia vào nha, đừng cả tôi vào. If you're planning a road trip next weekend, count me in. I haven't traveled in months and I could easily act. Còn quá như vậy. If you're planning a road trip next weekend, count me in. I haven't traveled in months and I could really use a break from work. Counterfeit. Counterfeit hàng giả hoặc hàng nhái, làm giả động từ phải là danh từ. Chúng ta có ví dụ là the police seized thousands of counterfeit bills in a major sting operation. Producing counterfeit money is a serious crime, and anyone caught doing it could face years in prison. Face years in prison là một cũng khá là hay, sẽ cho nó một tiếng. Rồi seize là kiểu nắm bắt hoặc là nắm để bắt được. Trộm, túng, nắm, chiếm lấy, bắt vào mặt. Rồi, ngoài động từ là thu giữ ra một trộm. Rồi gì nữa? Vô túng, gì vậy trời? The police seized thousands of counterfeit bills in a major sting operation. Chuyện gì? Producing counterfeit money is a serious crime, and anyone caught doing it could face years in prison. Rồi, nó ba hoa khóc lắm mà không làm, chúng ta có một cụm đó là full of hot air. That politician is full of hot air. He makes big promises but never delivers. People are tired of hearing the same empty speeches over and over. That politician is full of hot air. He makes big promises but never delivers. People are tired of hearing the same empty speeches over and over. Let somebody fester for years. Well, he let his resentment fester for years instead of talking about it. When it finally exploded, it was over something small, but the real issue has been buried for a long time. Rồi chúng ta có một từ mới đó là từ resentment, để người ta sự oán hận, tức là thất vọng, thú vị, sự bực bội ra, là sự bực bội, sự tức tối. He let his resentment fester for years instead of talking about it. When it finally exploded, it was something small, but the real issue has been buried for a long time. True liberty is not just about being free from control, but also taking personal responsibility for one's action. Many people misunderstand liberty, thinking it means doing whatever they want without consequences. Jake keeps buying expensive gifts for Lisa even though she barely acknowledges it. His friends kept telling him to stop being a simp, but he just can't help it. Unlike extreme extroverts or introverts, an ambivert enjoys socializing but also values alone time. They can easily adapt to different situations, making them great at both teamwork and independent work. This new CEO has an incredible charisma that makes people instantly trust and follow him. His ability to inspire others is what sets him apart from the other leaders. She spread malicious She spread malicious rumor about her colleagues just to ruin her reputation. It's shocking how far some people will go out of jealous. It's shocking how far It's shocking how far some people will go out of jealous. Will go out of jealous. He is so arrogant. He never listens to anyone's opinions, believing he is right, always right. He is so arrogant. He never listens to anyone's opinion, believing he is always right. His attitude makes it hard for the others to work with him. She has a manipulative way of thinking, of making people do what she wants, without them realizing it. Her charming personality hides how she subtly controls situations to advantage. He is so self-centered that he never considers how this action affect others. In every conversation, he always finds a way to bring the topic back to him. After losing the promotion, he became extremely vindictive, trying to sabotage his colleague's success, holding on to resentment like that only makes life more stressful. Sabotage. Sabotage and sabotage. Sabotage. 法外 Sabotage. Trying to sabotage his colleague's success. Holding on to resentment like that. Holding on to resentment like that only makes life more stressful. He was so greedy that even after making millions, he still exploited his employees for more profit. His greed eventually led to his downfall when no one wanted to work with him. When no one wanted to work with him, he has such a bad temper that even smallest inconvenience can make him explode. His his co-workers often avoid him because they never know what might set him off. Set him off? What might set him off? Trustworthy. A trustworthy friend is someone who keeps your secrets and supports you no matter what. It's not easy to find people who truly reliable in today's world. Break her promises. She constantly breaks her promises, which make it hard for anyone to trust her. People have stopped relying on her because she never follows through on what she says. Cô ấy liên tục thất hứa khiến cho không ai có thể tin được cô ấy nữa. Mọi người đã ngừng trông cậy vào cô ấy vì không bao giờ cô ấy không lý. Okay, she constantly breaks the promises, which make it hard for everyone to trust her. People have stopped relying on her because she never follows through on what she said. Follows through on what she says. Despite their differences, they always manage to get along with each other, have good social skills, and supporting in both personal and professional relationships. Finds faults in others. Instead of encouraging his team, he constantly finds faults in others, making them feel demotivated. A good leader should focus on improvement rather than criticism. She's so negative all the time, and that she's really unpleasant to be around. People trying to avoid her because she's so negative all the time that she's really unpleasant to be around. People try to avoid her because she always complains and spread bad energy. Some people take advantage of others' kindness, using them without any giving in return, and without giving anything in return. It's important to set boundaries, boundaries to avoid being exploited. Wow, 姐，是，你叫什么名字？公园，老师今天。Do you think the people in your country are naturally competitive? In the past, Vietnamese people have through different challenges, periods when they had to compete for resources. Oh, 这种 But in the present, people are constantly competitive. Children are taught to compete. Do you think that people in your country are naturally competitive? No, I don't think so. Why? For me, uh, mm, oh, let me think. Okay, I don't think that my countries are naturally competitive. My country's people, the people of my country are naturally competitive. Since at least mm, as far as I'm growing in and interacting and living in Vietnam, I have seen that people are competitive, are trying to compare themselves to the others, but that that happen when they are turning to, for example, teenagers or the adults. So saying that they are naturally competitive is not something right. It sounds logical to me. Uh, at least based on what I see is when they turn into teenage ages, or when it comes to the adults, they usually compare themselves to their peers in terms of age, in terms of grades, in terms of how um, in terms of how successful they are. They mm, but that usually because of the education, the background, the personal background, and the environment they are living, making them compete and making them compare themselves to the others. Uh, but not me. But it doesn't mean that they were naturally born to be competitive, to be compare themselves to the others, to be different or something. No. Would you say that competition between members of a family is possible? No, definitely not. How can I say I've never, uh, I've, in my point of view, I've never think competition was a good thing. Whether it comes with good attitude, whether it's come from good spirit, like they're trying to be better, or they're trying to be as good as the person they are aiming for. However, I don't think competition is good. That's that's my point. and so do the people in the family. They shouldn't, and the how can I say, the competition between family members is kind of negative. I trust in the ability of oneself. I trust in the good thing, in the thing that people are born with a unique talent, with their unique personality, with their unique ability. So instead of comparing that to the others, to see you are, for example, value, or for example, as mature as your um, as mature as your family members. So um, I think uh, competition between family members is negative. Healthy competition multiplies. Healthy competition. So you mean competition in terms of health among employees? It sounds weird to me. It sounds so weird when you uh, comparing your health to the others, to your employees, to your colleagues. But it will make sense if the company trying to create a competition, to create a measurement between a measurement in terms of health issues among their employees, because the company usually want to take advantage of the someone who healthy, because they kind of contribute to the overall successful company. But it comes with personal level, that I don't think it is a good comparison to do, because being healthy doesn't equal to your dedication. You might have some certain illness. You might have certain days off due to your health issues. But if you have dedicated, the unique dedicated, exclusive dedication, and your work is special, then no matter how bad your health is, company is still need your dedication, your participation, your involvement. ถ้าbị sàn rồi đó, sàn nữa rồi đó. Rồi đó, cái đám này by constantly relying and manipulating people, he shows his lack of integrity. No one trusts him anymore because they know he only cares about his own interests. She threw a lavish birthday party at a five-star hotel with expensive decorations and garnet food. Her lifestyle is luxurious, but some say she spent more recklessly. The new language course is geared towards beginners who want to improve their communication skills. The lessons are designed to be simple and practical. Something is to gear something to something. The teachers The teacher scout the student not to complete their homework on time. Although she was strict, she only wanted them to be more responsible. The teacher scowled the teacher for not completing the homework on time. Although she was strict, she only wanted them to be more responsible. You may not be rich, but he may not be rich, but he is a decent man who always treats others with respect. Okay, decent, which always a decent man who Always treat people with respect. Having good morals is more valuable than wealth. She checks her horoscope every morning. Believe that it can predict her day, even though some people think astrology is just superstition. Astrology, astrology, astrology is just superstition, 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 superstition. Many still find comfort in reading the zodiac predictions. She checks her horoscope every morning, believe that it can predict her day, even though some people think astrology is just superstition, superstition, superstition. Many still, many still find comfort in reading the zodiac's prediction. The the senator proposed a new law to improve health care for low-income families. Many citizens support its efforts because they believe truly can. Yeah. The pilot has to abort the takeoff due to a technical issues. Some cases doctors advise to abort pregnancy for medical reasons. Abortion remains a topic controversial topic in many countries. People debated ethical and legal aspect of it. While some argue for women's right to choose, how do we live in protecting the unborn child?